ball's taken out. Back towards the centre of the ground. A Geelong player's gone down behind the
Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of The Sports Cooler, brought to you by sportingmad.com.au, your weekly sports show of the weird and wonderful in sport.
Wide world of sport.
Jesus Christ. Wild world of sport. Basically, we talk about a whole bunch of stuff that we really like. You tell us on social media that we're completely wrong and a bunch of idiots. It's working well that way. I feel loved. I feel cared about.
It's nice to have someone tweet you.
Yeah, even if it is mildly abusive.
Yeah.
We had a couple of them during the week and we've turned them. Not in a gay way, but we've turned them.
I could probably turn them.
With that V-neck
Give
t-shirt
me
you were
10
wearing,
minutes.
that V-neck t-shirt you were wearing last week would be a ripper.
Yep.
No problem.
10 minutes.
Grease me up, I'm going in.
10 minutes, some Hypnol. Let me turned.
Right. Introductions. I am Andy Hayes.
And I'm James Blackwell.
Yes, James.
Yes.
How's your week been?
It's been good. How was your week? My week's alright, yeah. I was a bit ill towards the end of last week, but no complaints. No complaints. Pushed through it. Manned up.
Really? My week to date has been a shithouse.
Wow.
To be honest, I have been to the doctor a couple of times, and today I had a bowl of muesli for the first time in quite a while, and I've realised, much like everything in life, why I stopped eating.
That you're a 25-year-old girl with Instagram?
Yes, I'd like to tweet. And I tweeted my herbal shake.
Aerial photo.
Was
your herbal shake made with one of those shake baker things that they're all talking
What's
about?
What's a shake baker?
There's all these. It's just a drinks bottle that anyone, not just girls, but anyone can shake up a protein shake or something. But what's it called? It's called
a shake baker.
I don't know if it's called a shake.
That sounds sexist.
Yeah, it's called something.
Really?
Yeah,
shake baker.
Oh, Nutribullet. That's something.
That's a freaking blender, you clown.
Same thing.
Right, okay. Anyway, I had muesli and I realise now why I shouldn't eat muesli, because my stomach swelled to the size of a beach ball. And I'll be honest with you, I sat in a couple of meetings today at work and I thought I was going to be picking something out of my sock. It really didn't sit well. It didn't sit well.
I'll be honest, I can't do muesli. Don't understand it. It's dust. It's dusty. Like, I'm going to have some dust for breakfast. I really fancy some dust.
It's got some apricot. Apricot left.
You know what? I don't want this dry dust. I'll add some milk to it. Some milky dust for my breakfast.
You, sir, are a dust snob. Dust snob.
Milky dust.
Anyway, so that's how. So I'm all right, but I'm make it gaseous.
Okay, well,
gaseous.
This is almost going down to the scatological humour from last week, and let's move on.
Scatological? Jesus,
that's poo-based humour.
Did you Google that today? Because I know you. I've known you for quite a while now, and none of that's in your vocabulary.
It's in my vocabulary.
It is now.
I spoke to Lloyd.
Fair enough.
Lloyd cleaned me up on some.
Why don't you tell them where they can find us and all good stuff
about
us?
Yes, the old plug. Sportingmad.com.au is the website. I should probably get on there this week. We've had a heap of new content, new articles from a lot of our contributors. We've got a Netball World Cup section, which is going gangbusters. Got 3 or 4 articles up there now.
Yep, thank you. A big thank you to Tony May and to Jasmine.
Jasmine, yeah. Great new contributors for us. We've had a few EPL Premier League previews, longer than a War and Peace or a...
Jesus, I know. I'll be honest with you.
4 pieces long.
I know it's our website, but I haven't read them.
Tom did an excellent job. A very detailed preview over 4 parts. So if you have a spare weekend, have a look.
Spare weekend.
And I think the highlight of the new articles was from Sports Billy over in New Zealand, who looked at the potential rebirth of the Seattle Supersonics.
I like it.
NBA. He called it the Rise, Fall, and Potential Rebirth.
Classy.
Yeah, well, he then tweeted me and he goes, I should have called it Teamless in Seattle.
I know. It would have been a classier move, but he's not that classy a man.
He's not classy a man. But I'll probably plugged the website a bit too much. Best way to get in touch with us is on Twitter, which is @SportingMadAU, or on Facebook, which is SportingMad. This podcast, videocast, whatever we're calling this.
I don't know. We're lazy and we do it for YouTube and iTunes at the same time.
Yep, so YouTube, you can click on here, someone subscribe, iTunes, and Audio Boom now, is it?
Yeah, we'll see. I'm not in love with Audio Boom. They're giving me the shit a little bit. It's difficult. It's weird.
They're not sponsoring us. So.
No. Imagine that. Imagine that.
Well, we should probably start talking about some sports.
Sure, why not? Yeah, that's all right. I'm all right with that. Okay.
What happened this week in sports?
Not much. It's been pretty quiet.
Pretty average weekend. Nothing.
Pretty quiet week.
If you look at the Australian media, there was a cricket match on?
Nah, nothing as far as I'm aware.
Not going to cricket match.
All right.
Okay, sorry.
All right.
I
feel like bursting into song.
I was accused in work of salt and wound and rubbing.
Oh, well, you know I support Australia anyway.
Sent around a few things on Friday.
Look, they were pretty awful.
Yeah.
I guess 2 days. You can't have a test match that lasts 2.5 days. It's just bloody ridiculous.
Well, it's ridiculous we had to watch The Voice because of it.
Yeah, you have a little look at Delta every now and again. Very annoying. You leave it on mute. Leave it on mute.
Yep.
He knows.
I know.
So, Michael Clarke resigned as captain. Probably 12 months, 24 months too late. I think he's fine.
Should he have ever been made captain in the first place?
There was no choice. There wasn't really any choice at the time. You know, Brad Haddon's a bigger clown than he is. Clarke was probably the captain in waiting for quite a while.
Yep.
I just think he should have gone. He's too big. His head is bigger than the team's. And I reckon he should have gone 2 years ago. And I think you won't find many people that will disagree with that in any way. He's probably just hung on too long. He held on for the World Cup just to try and get the World Cup so it was his.
Yeah.
And he barely eked out a half century on the final.
Like he hasn't been in form for some time, but
no.
I liked some of the stats, which I'm just trying to pull up here.
If this has an autoplay on the website, we're in serious trouble.
We're in very serious trouble.
Unless we dance.
It doesn't matter if it's autoplay anyway because it's
cricket related.
It's cricket related, so we're fine.
Look, I think the English, credit to the English, I've never seen a bowling performance like that from Stuart Broad. Jesus, he was good.
It was,
and I reckon Australians will come to hate him like the way they did Flynn off.
Yes, yeah. Like there's that hate thing because of the way.
Well, it was his shoe. It was because of his shoe.
Yeah, but some of the stats for what's been called a historic Australia collapse, where it was the lowest. Australia's score was the lowest in Ashes Test since 1936,
and the lowest first Test innings collapse in Test history.
Yeah, so the innings lasted 111 legal deliveries, which is the quickest demise.
It all fitted in Twitter. It all fitted in one tweet. Every freaking ball.
It was the first time that extras was a top scorer in Ashes innings.
Well, look, I've been talking about extras for years now. I think he's ready to come through the Sheffield Shield beautifully.
He's done well.
Knuckled down.
Yeah.
You know, he got some advice. Loose in his early career, wanted to party with Packer a bit much, but then brought it right back.
Yeah. What are this? Of the 111 legal deliveries, only 8 were actually on stumps.
I thought it was only 6.
So if they just left every ball, they'd have lasted longer.
Yeah, they would have.
They would have only had 8 wickets out. So.
Well, look, I think the final thing was Michael Clarke got out in the first innings with that stupid kind of wide swipe. Yeah. And when he was interviewed afterwards, he said, I had to try and play my way out. I had to try and take control and bat my way out of trouble. And for me, that just shows that he's either lost it a little bit or he's too old. And I'm not a giant cricket fan, I don't know every nuance of the game, but it seems like that's just a bit selfish. And what he really should have done was put his head down and just taken 100 deliveries, just block, wear down the bowlers, and then let the guys get into the game.
That's what they were saying. all the experts were saying, like, you should go through that.
That's what I just said. I'm an expert.
You're an expert now.
Unlike that.
But,
so, yeah.
Like,
anyway.
Let's move on from the cricket, and I think...
goodbye, Michael Clarke. You won't be missed by me.
He's been a servant to the game. Let's give
goodbye.
But
go put on Instagram that you're having a baby.
Australia at least had something to celebrate over the weekend, and it wasn't a netball World Cup after the Kiwis beat them, give them a good hiding.
We'll get to that. Yeah. We will get to that.
We can talk about that later, but they had something to celebrate in that Australia won the Rugby Championship for the first time, beat New Zealand.
Yeah, quite
Sydney.
Convincingly in terms of scoreline.
Oh, New Zealand were awful. For what is meant to be the best team in the world, they were... There was gaps in the defence. If the Northern Hemisphere teams are watching, they need to be shown. We can take a bus through there.
You could. You take 2 buses through. That was one of the worst games of rugby I've seen in a long time.
First half. Oh Christ!
It was just awful.
It was like the cricket was over by then, so there was nothing on the other channels to watch. It was
Delta.
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 Yeah.
I hope my wife doesn't listen to this. I'll be honest with you.
Well, she knows now that you've got a thing for Delta, so maybe she can organise some Delta-related merchandise.
I would wear that. I would wear that.
I was just thinking calendars or like a stubby holder, but...
Fair enough. I'll wear one of her numbers that I've seen on the telly. Yeah. Just squeeze myself into one.
Just watch the highlights, the credits, the end, what Delta was wearing. Oh, 9 West. Oh, yeah. I'm there tomorrow.
No, it was an awful game of rugby.
Yeah.
I will say that Hooper and Pocock together,
yep,
it works.
It worked well.
It worked. They were both brilliant. I think, they were solid defence. New Zealand just didn't get their groove. Only risk for me is now that Australia is going to get a little bit cocky, and then New Zealand will get their shit together and come back and smash them at some point in the World Cup.
Well, this next week is the next Bledisloe game.
It's in Eden Park.
Yeah.
You just don't see them winning that.
Well, New Zealand don't lose at Eden Park, do they?
But you never know. There's a first time for everything, and the Wallabies haven't won in 11 years, just beating New Zealand full stop.
Yeah.
No,
they've beaten them.
Yeah, beat them in Hong Kong, didn't they?
Look, I think we're concentrating too much on the Australia thing. I think the highlight of the Rugby Championship weekend was South Africa-Argentina game.
Yeah, it was
Argentina 37, South Africa 25. First win for Argentina in South Africa.
Yep.
Biggest thing from that, South Africa have not won a Rugby Championship game this year. Leading up to the World Cup, you got to...
There was a controversial try in there, though.
Yeah, but
but they took their chances.
Leading into the World Cup, South Africa have got some rebuilding to do. They've got to look at themselves, but they have a relatively easy pool.
Well, of course they do. For any of these top nations, the World Cup is ridiculous. There's people like Romania in it.
Yeah, I think
no offence to any Romanian people, but your rugby team's not exactly ideal.
No, you're not going to stand toe to toe with the Saffers.
No. Not with their big square cinder block heads. Just abnormally large. Very strange folk.
I'm not going to say them. My brother-in-law's a Saffa, so
I'm okay with it. I know lots of them. I can say those things.
Alright, Eddie.
See where I'm going there?
It's perfectly okay for you to say. Okay,
absolutely.
We'll talk about that later.
Yeah, top marks to Argentina.
Yep.
And they're getting better, as they should. It's taken 20 years, but they're getting there.
That's the idea of them being in the Rugby Championship. And
it's like losing to Italy in the Six Nations. Nobody wants to do it, but it happens. Unless you're Scotland, and then you just physically can't beat Italy at all. Ever.
Anymore.
No.
Probably should move on from rugby.
Well, we've talked about it. It's had its day.
Well, it's good, you know.
We'll talk about it next week.
Yeah. And I managed to gloss over any other Northern Hemisphere rugby games there were.
Actually, fair fucking point.
Let's talk about EPL.
I won't talk about Ireland-Wales, except for Ireland beat Wales in what was a clash of 2 9-year-olds. Literally, the teams were just youngsters, and it was awful. It was an awful game. I stayed up Saturday night to watch it, and I regret every minute of staying up past midnight.
Yeah.
Yep.
Didn't bother.
Stuff. Okay. Premier League
was back.
I dived. It's not to a lot of fanfare, though.
It was to a lot of fanfare, but it felt a bit fatigued.
Forced?
Yeah, it just feels like a season hasn't finished because of the amount of pre-season friendlies and tournaments that they've all been in.
Yeah, it's true.
But it was back. Some surprising results. Leicester's currently top of the league.
Won't last,
but
that's my prediction. You can mark that down now. Won't last. Not without crazy Nigel Pearson.
But I think everyone's fantasy team was ruined. Everyone probably rushed and put Peter Cech in the fantasy team, and then.
So I didn't see this, but I read a little bit about it today. Did he drop the ball?
He dropped the ball.
It's not a great start, but he'll be good.
There's all these things going on the internet. Agent Cech doing well for Chelsea.
He's fine. That's like the Mick Malthouse thing where he said, "Eddie Carlton, mission solved."
Yeah.
No, look, a little bit of fan. Yeah, I watched the United game. It was, that was some trouble. It was a dire game.
That was a awful game.
My highlight of the whole Premier League weekend, Bournemouth. 11,000 people crammed into their little seaside stadium. Yep. It looks awesome.
Yeah. There is I've got a friend from Bournemouth. He's just come back from being back home, and he said that every year there's always Man United Liverpool shirts there, and this year there's all Bournemouth shirts, which is great for the town.
But it's a bit of bandwagon jumping.
But you said like the average.
Hey everybody, we're in the Premier League. Get on board.
And that's pretty much what it was, because their average attendance before last season when they got promoted was around 5,000 or 6,000, even when they were in the Championship League One.
Really?
Then
that's poor.
Then they got up to about 8,000, 9,000 last year when they were doing well, and the Premier League 11,000 sellout. And that's why
for Aston Villa of all fucking teams.
And that's why Bournemouth have said they're not going to invest in the stadium this year.
Sure, and then
because they won't get the crowds next year if they get relegated.
Well, I think it's fair enough.
So they want to.
I did think there was a $20,000 person limit on a stadium for Premier League though.
No. So there's, as long as it's an all-seater stadium, I think it's
okay.
thing.
So I think that was good, and you picked up something else in your travels.
Yeah, Luke Shaw, Man United defender. Man United released their new kit 1st of August, but without releasing the new kit yet, the Plunging V. We've talked about it, but without releasing the new kit numbers until yesterday or the day before the Premier League season.
Yeah.
A lot of people went out, well, not a load of people, probably a handful of people, let's be honest, went out and bought the new Man United jersey with Shaw number 3 on the back, Luke Shaw's old squad number. Squad number was released on Friday, and he changed to 23, which is his personal preference. A few people contacted him on Twitter, just saying, what's going on? This is...
Oi,
like
dickhead.
Well, it was just kind of like, people have wasted 50, 60 pounds of hard-earned money and now it's out of date. And fair play to him.
Kids can't eat food because I had to get an extra 2.
Yeah. But fair play to him, he's come out and said, like, anyone who's bought a Shaw number 3 jersey of the new one will...
There can't be many.
He'll replace it with the number 23.
Ooh.
So all he's doing is putting a 2 on the back, I would have thought. So
that can't be many. Sorry, I just got an email through that made up. Oh, hold on, we've got
a loud
audience.
Live audience.
What was that in the back?
Glenn Johnson, number 8.
I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about.
Glenn Johnson has number 8 on his back.
Oh, don't get me started. Do not get me started about defenders wearing midfielder numbers.
All right, the audience is getting involved. Pipe down, audience. Jesus.
I get angry.
You're not part of the talent.
Sorry.
Right.
All right.
We should probably ask Andy what time it is.
Were you going to ask me or not?
Oh, I just did.
No, I didn't. That was a phrase that you said maybe we should, but you didn't actually ask.
Okay, Andrew, what time is it?
Andrew. What are you, my mother? Anyway, it's time for Clown of the Week. Let's see how high I can get this.
It wasn't as high as last week.
Yeah, but that's because I was ill. We had to send you didn't cup me and caress me like you did last week.
Cup and caress. More of a squeeze than a caress.
All right. So, Clown of the Week. A couple of contenders here. First one comes in off Twitter from the Kiwi Canary, who mentioned Simon Hooper, who was the referee for the Norwich Palace game, who disallowed a penalty and quite a stunning goal.
Legitimate goal from Cameron Jerome.
Yeah, I was going to say Jerome Cameron.
Cameron Jerome.
But that would be the better way to say it.
Yes.
His real name, not the one I just made up.
Yeah. Although they always say you shouldn't trust people with 2 names. Like a first name as a surname.
Well, probably we're going to talk about something down there that's not so good with the 2 names.
Okay.
Yeah, you'll see in a minute.
Okay.
Yeah. We do have a run sheet, by the way.
Yeah.
You could look at it.
I could do, but
far out.
Where's the fun?
Anyway,
where's the surprise?
He mentioned Simon Hooper, who ref the Palace game and disallowed the goal. Now, although it was a good, worthy mention, it was his first game of Premier League refereeing, so he gets a little bit of a pass for the first one.
Yeah, you get one.
Don't balls it up again.
You get it's yeah. The first game's a throwaway. It's like a child.
Exactly.
First one's a throwaway.
Throw away your child.
I'll bet to go the next time.
Yeah. Ooh, we fucked that one up. Yeah. Let's go again.
Yeah. So was pancakes. First pancake out of the pan's never a good one.
Are you equating your child to a pancake?
Might have.
We'll see when she gets to like 3 or 4 whether she's right or not.
Yeah.
I'm going to skip. Mine was going to be pretty short because I want you to focus on yours. Mine's going to be Michael Clarke. He is my nomination for Clown of the Week. Stayed too long. Has made everything about him at every single point. Ashes Tour started. I'm pregnant. You know, World Cup.
He wants to be.
I want to play. My back's better. I can play. Lose the Ashes. I'm retiring. It's all about Michael. So, Michael, you're my nomination.
My one, like
this is good.
This bloke was nominated last week.
Yeah, but we didn't go with him in the end.
We didn't go with him in the end. But
I regret that now.
He's got a nomination for a second week run, and it's good old Eddie Maguire. It's come out this week that he called Victorian Sports Minister John Aaron a soccer-loving Turkish-born muzzy. Now,
yeah, there's nowhere you can go from that, is there?
There's nowhere you can really go. There were comments were made back in March, but like the cynical side of me says that with all the fuss about racism in sport these days, that Eddie Maguire's deliberately leaked this so that he can get a bit of publicity, and he can get a bit of publicity.
It's
and
not
come
his
out.
first. It's not his first
It's not his
time around the
first
racist
time.
train,
Yeah.
is it?
I know, and that's the thing. That's why I think he's done it deliberately to go. Oh, look how controversial I am. I'm
really not.
I'm Carl Sanderlands, and
really, I'm just a racist in a suit.
Yeah, and
I mean, not me,
not you,
not
but
me.
He's
Paraphrasing for Eddie here.
Paraphrasing, exactly. And he's come out, he's not been apologetic. He said that it's perfectly okay because he's good mates, he's friends with him, they grew up in Broadmeadows together, and it's like, look, the guy may not have taken offence to it, but it doesn't mean you can go around and say racist chants.
No.
Racist.
Well, I don't think he was. I don't think he was chanting. I don't think he's.
Soccer.
I mean, as bad as he is, I don't think he's a member of the clan.
My big issue with it is that, first of all, he said that he's described him as his nationality and his religion, Turkish Muzzy. That's a derogatory term in itself. But he's used soccer loving as a derogatory term as well. Now, Eddie, I mean this in the most derogatory way possible. Take you an AFL loving arse, shove it up. I just don't know where to go.
Head up arse. You went the wrong way around.
Head up arse. Go
okay.
back to Broadmeadows and don't get on our TV screens ever again. No one wants to see you apart from a couple of people down in Frankston.
Frankston or Broadmeadows. They like him, except for the Turkish people who probably don't like him anymore.
Yeah.
All right, so Eddie Maguire, quite easily, you are a Clown of the Week. Well played, sir.
Now, just moving on from, not moving on, sticking with it. I want a new segment, I think. I want a new segment.
James, we almost never meet about this show before we do it. We have no production meeting, as you can tell by the values of this particular podcast. But sure, why the hell not?
Why the hell not? A new, just because of the amount of proliferation of racists in sport these days.
Oh dear. Oh god. I don't like where this is going.
This segment is in no way related to a similar segment on a popular Comedy Central program. I want to call our segment, Is It Racist? Now normally,
sure,
if you need to ask that question,
do we have a lawyer that we can ask about this?
Means it probably is racist.
Yeah, generally. If you have to, it's like the prices. If you go, hey, sorry, how much are those shoes? You can't afford them.
Yeah.
Generally, it's the same. If you have to ask, is that racist?
Is it racist?
Then it is.
Probably means yes.
So Eddie, yeah, okay.
We've got the Eddie Maguire, but there's James Vardy, the Leicester City striker, who has apologised for making some racist comments at a casino recently.
Yeah, it's not going to end well. Footballer, casino,
and this is the same Leicester City that was involved in a racist orgy.
Well,
over the summer.
Yeah, they were. They're all sacked, though.
They're all sacked.
They sacked the racists.
But that's what I'm saying. There's so many of these racist things. We probably should do a highlight to highlight the racist.
Look, we're running massively behind on this.
Hall of Fame.
The audience is back. Jesus Christ! But yeah, we could have a racist Hall of Fame. It's a fair call. I don't know if we want to publicise that.
No.
But yeah, it's
a racist Hall of Fame.
A racist Hall of Fame.
Well, we'll have to think about it. If there's enough response for it, is it racist segment?
Hit us up on Twitter and Facebook. Should we? Jesus, I don't know if I want to open the door to this. Should we have a segment called "Is It Racist" to highlight the racist behaviour of sports people, so that we can bring it to the attention of the public, so they can give them public scorn? How about that?
Yes, so they can vent their frustrations and anger. By being a keyboard crusader and getting on Twitter and telling the person how...
Well, let's be honest, we're not much better.
Yes, how uncouth they are.
You, sir, because of your hirsute face, are really quite angry today.
I am. And I don't think it's because of the face. But let's move on, because
we're running behind.
We're running behind.
So the video is going to... I'll be honest with you, if you're watching this on YouTube, the video is going to run out. We'll edit some stuff. You'll get what you get. We'll finish this podcast. We will stay here till we finish it.
Yeah, viral stories of the week. I've got...
You skipped a whole...
Well, we talked about the Netball World Cup earlier on, didn't we? Breaking the...
We did. So congratulations to everyone involved.
I've got two. First one, which was done the rounds on Twitter earlier in the week, was Lionel Messi in a pre-season friendly. He headbutted and grabbed the throat of a opposition player. Got really angry.
I think you can go throat grab. Now I know you're worried about the time, but stop speeding up.
Sorry.
Talking really fast. Yes. How did he only get a yellow card for that? Tell me that. Is it because he's Messi?
It's because he's Messi. Ronaldo.
That's bullshit.
Ronaldo would never do anything like that. But if he did, if the angelic Ronaldo did,
the internet would explode. There would be fat kids everywhere playing FIFA. Suddenly with anger, so much anger. It's not Messi.
Yeah.
But he's the best player in the world, but not according to the players.
But
you know who you are.
He would get a red card, I reckon.
Of course he would.
If that was Ronaldo, he'd get a red card.
Everyone would get a red card. He headbutted him, which is a red card. He grabbed him by the throat. It's a red card.
Yeah.
Both of them. If there was a double red card,
violent conduct
by a dwarf, double red card.
Right.
But so yes, posted that on our Twitter feed, so have a look. If you haven't seen it, I don't know. Of course you have.
My one, you don't like the next one that I've talked
Well,
about.
no, I don't not like it. I just think it's different.
It's the video went around this morning. Doncaster Rovers, their sportsmanship. They allowed Bury to score an equaliser in the injury time. So what happened was it
basically a throw in?
It
was a free kick. A guy threw it in. They said knock it back to the keeper. He hit it, and he did mean to hit it by the keeper, but he's just hit it a bit too well.
Sweetly, and it's gone straight in.
It was a fucking good finish. It was a bloody good finish.
So it's gone in. Bit of a like.
There was no real argy-bargy though. There was a bit of what are you doing? He said I didn't mean it.
Yeah. And the manager of Doncaster said, "Well, let Bury just walk it through."
Well, no, but apparently it wasn't the manager. It was the referee.
Was it?
That said, let them have a go. That's illegal.
No, I think it is. I heard differently. I heard that the manager said, "Can you just take it back and call a foul throw?" And when the referee said, "No, I can't. I've awarded the goal," that's when the manager said, "We'll walk it through."
Because if I'm in Macau right now and I'm a tiny Asian gambling man,
you don't need to caveat it with Asian. Is it racist? Feature of the week.
No, it is not. I went. Well, that's true. I did go with Macau.
Yeah, you're straight in. First, we're not even through the episode yet.
Hi, I'm Andy. I've got a problem. Anyway, if I'm in Macau, I'm thinking, I'm on here. I thought there was a rule that says you couldn't purposely let a goal in because of gambling rules. Anyway, I think it's sportsmanship. I think it's great. But I take exception to it like you take exception to the number 3 on a striker.
Yes.
I only have 2 quick ones. One, a Villa fan celebrating the goal at Bournemouth the other day got a little bit too excited and fell directly onto the ground.
Yep.
There's a vine going around to him doing that. Vine?
Vines, yeah.
Vine. Yeah, a vine of him doing that. Well worth a watch. Made it onto Match of the Day in the UK. I got a little bit of feedback on Twitter that it was quite funny, so I'm quite happy with that. I found something that was funny. And my second one, I just enjoyed. I think it's a good story. Yep. It's kind of happened last week, but we haven't seen each other since.
No.
Festino Asprilla, the ex-Newcastle player, Colombian, gave his horse. His horse was named Lucas.
Good name for a horse.
Solid name for a horse. Nothing wrong with that. He gave his mate his horse Lucas. His mate went to a fair. Now, what the hell he was doing at a fair with his horse, God only knows.
Riding it.
Sure.
Giving show pony rides.
Yeah, so he got drunk and gave the horse away. And for some unknown reason, the horse was found, by the way. RSPCA, the horse was found
in a Tesco burger.
It was lasagna and it was Findus.
Okay, sorry.
But he put out £1,090 reward. Now it's just weirdly
specific. Quite specific, yeah.
I don't know why, it's just specific. Anyway, alright, moving on.
We're almost through.
We are almost through. We're not going to make it though. The video's going to cut off. Thanks, YouTube people. What are you looking forward to next week?
How much time? I'm probably going to look forward to the EPL. I'm
going to get into it now, right?
I'm kind of getting a bit excited now after the first week. It kind of... I think it's more of a... Just that... You know when you've had that little bit of chocolate and you want more chocolate and then you can eat the whole bar?
But is it like jelly beans where you're going to feel sick eventually?
Probably.
Yeah.
But I'm at that point where I've just had a couple of squares of Top Deck and I'm like, oh,
Top Deck?
Top Deck.
I like a Top Deck.
I like a Top Deck too.
Nice choice.
It's a good chocolate bar.
Nice choice.
So yeah, I'm going to go with that, but also the Bledisloe Cup deciding game. See how New Zealand responds. See if Australia can actually be as competitive in Eden Park as they were in Sydney.
Good. I am looking forward to the US PGA, which starts Friday. Bit of golf.
Trying to score some golf goals.
Golf goals in the golf holes. Hopefully, someone hasn't taken a shit in one of them. Jordan Spieth, Rory, Dustin, Jason. So Rory McIlroy, Dustin, Rory's back. Jason Day, they're the top 4. Probably don't see it going past those guys. I bloody hope that Spieth doesn't win it.
You hate that man.
Cockhead.
We're talking about cockheads. Where is Paul McShane?
Paul McShane's in the bag. So I don't know if you've noticed. To the people on the YouTube video, thank you.
Right then, guys. For the guys in the video, we're back. But for the guys who listen to the podcast, they had some secret special stuff.
Yeah, maybe listen to the podcast and stop being so selfish.
You guys weren't involved in. It was fun,
good.
Entertaining.
Little bit homoerotic.
Bit of nudity. It was great.
I got a nipple out. Let's be honest, that's what happened. I greased up and I got a nipple.
It was dark.
The lights went off.
It's a bit of techno.
Yeah. Bit of techno. Jesus, now it's a German. Anyway, Far out. Just tell them what we're doing. Tell them what we're doing.
Yeah. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. The link should be somewhere on the page. Follow us on the social media on
Get
Twitter.
involved. We want you to get involved.
Don't just follow.
In an abusive way.
Abuse as much as you want.
All right, then you dickheads abuse us. Too much.
That's fine.
Too much.
At Sporting Mad AU is our Twitter handle, or Sporting Mad on Facebook. Visit the website. There's a heap of new content on there this week, which is sportingmad.com.au. And if you want to write for us, please do. Send us things. Send us articles that you're opinionated about. We value your opinions.
Aston Villa fan guy, get us an article. I can't remember his name. But
he promised us, but I think he's one of these guys that...
Treat him nicely. He was nice.
I want to write an article. And then it's like, actually writing an article is a lot harder than things. And I probably should apologise for calling people lazy journalists and not journalists. Tom took offence to that. Tom took deep offence. Have you seen Tom's Twitter? Tom never uses Twitter. And then went on Twitter and sent him about 5 messages.
Yeah, but now they're friends. They had a conversation.
So, yeah, anyway.
Sporting Mad, Sports Cooler, bringing people together. Angry folks together.
Maybe we should just create an app. Like, there's no app to bring people together, and they could just swipe, maybe.
Yeah.
Swipe if they like them or if they don't like them.
And then send messages to each other. And then they could meet up, hold hands and go to a football match.
So we should call it...
And then fuck each other afterwards.
We should call it Spinder.
I like the audience has been vocal today.
Yeah.
Sports Uber.
Spoober.
It is 8:14 on the 10th of the 8th, 2015. Spoober. Copyrighted. All right.
Spinder. I'm copyrighting Spinder.
Oh, he's gone with Spinder. All right. Okay.
Let's... for gay men. There's no such app for gay men. Just somewhere where dudes can just show people pictures of their cocks to each other. You know, there's got to be an app for that.
No, I don't think that's been invented. I just don't think it exists.
That's our app. That's our app. Bunch of dudes exchanging cock pictures.
Right. This has gone wildly off track. This is a sports podcast. I think it is. God only knows anymore. Yeah. All right. Ladies and gentlemen.
My phone's been vibrating in my pocket this whole thing. I don't know what's going on.
Jesus Christ, thank God that's all it was.
Yeah,
I thought you were just getting excited behind there. Whew, I feel better and somewhat a little bit disappointed.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'll start that again. Ladies and gentlemen, and bi-gender people, because they could be listening to, boys and girls. Oh, Jesus, I hope they haven't been listening. You have been listening to an episode of The Sports Cooler, brought to you by sportingmad.com.au. I am Andy.
I'm James.
Hairstoot. James?
Yep, I've got to trim it.
Gonna trim it. Do the whole lot while you're at it. Full body. Just do the whole lot.
Just neck down.
Yeah, just like a shaved gorilla. Anyway, you've been watching the Sports Cooler. Fuck it, we're off.
We're done.
Goodbye. Thank you very much, folks.